Dr. David Murphy here, talking about movement, all the health benefits of movement. There's lots. It helps our mental health, our physical health, our emotional health, our spiritual health, all just by moving. And each of those mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health benefits feed off each other. It's like free energy when you just start moving. Well, you've got to invest a little bit of energy, haven't you, just to move a little bit, but you get way more back than you put in. It's free energy. So what are the benefits? Well, firstly, I'm out here in nature. I enjoy nature. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm very fortunate. I got this big national park close to where I live, and there's oodles of trails. I got to duck under some of this here a little bit just to get through. But it's pleasure for me. So I'm out here in nature. I'm enjoying this. Every time I come here, it is slightly different, depending on the seasons. I think for the first time today, it feels a little bit more like fall's on its way. Whereas yesterday, we were able to come here, the sun was shining as warm. In the lake, we're having a swim, so it really varies from day to day. So variety is a fantastic benefit. You know, if we're doing the same old, yeah, some people like that all the time. Most of us like some sort of change. Variety gives us pleasure. It stimulates us in some way. So another thing, physical health. Well, there's all sorts of physical health benefits. I think we're probably mostly aware of those. When we're walking, moving, motion is lotion for the joints. Just moving, walking keeps the joints supple. It keeps flexible. Also uses the muscles. We need movement to maintain muscles. So when the muscles are moving, they're healthy. They stay longer. If we stop moving them, the muscles shrink, they wither away a little bit, they lose their fitness, they get stiff, and that prevents us from moving. So movement is very helpful for the muscles. I did a ski injury to my thumb quite a while ago, and I was in a cast on my forearm and hand for about 9 weeks. I got over the surgery quite quickly. It wasn't particularly difficult to get over the surgery. After I think 6-8 weeks, I was back wanting to do things. It took me a year to get over wearing a cast for 9 weeks. It took me a year to get the muscles back in shape because they'd done nothing for 9 weeks. And they've been stuck in one position. I had to get them mobile, get them moving, get them stretched. It took about a year before the full function of the hand and forearm came back, just because it was immobilized. So movement is really important to maintain physical health in that way. And when we're physically healthy, we're more mentally healthy. And of course, movement improves cardiovascular fitness. It improves lung fitness, breathing. Improves the oxygen carrying systems because we're making it work and making it do things. Obviously, to improve any of our fitness, we have to stimulate a little bit. We have to get a little bit tired. And so all of those things will reduce heart attacks, reduce strokes, reduce the risk of diabetes, all from moving. And the other thing when I come out here, movement, of course, the opposite of movement is still. I don't know if you can hear the crickets here. There's a little rustling of the air moving through the canopy of the trees here. It's raining a little bit. You hear the pitter-patter of the rain. I also feel a few mosquitoes biting me because I've stopped. And when I focus on the here and now, and I focus on the silence, and of course it's the opposite in spring. If you come here in the spring, the songbirds are doing their thing, they're singing. It's really quite noisy here, very pleasant noise. But if I stop and notice what's going on right here and now, I stop thinking about the past and the future. And if you're depressed, you're probably stuck in the past, thinking about all the things that are going wrong then or now. And if you're anxious, you think about the future, all the things that might happen in the next few seconds or few minutes or longer term than that. And so if I take a time just to pause and look and listen and feel those mosquitoes biting at me, I can't think about the past or the future. It's absolutely impossible. It gives me a break from all that anxiety, that loss, the guilt, about the past, all that just goes away. And when I'm doing that, of course, guilt, anxiety, sadness, all takes energy. So while I'm stopping thinking about that, or I'm ignoring it just temporarily, then I get free energy. So all these things, free energy, just from moving. And of course, moving gives us a purpose too. I'm doing this, yeah, I enjoy it, but I'm also doing it for my health. I do it deliberately for my health. I will sometimes come out here because it's time to go for a walk. I will do it because it's time to do it, even if I don't particularly feel like doing it, which actually today was one of those days. Now I've come here, now I've got here, now I'm feeling different. I'm feeling improved, I've got the energy, I'm enjoying my walk and enjoying the difference and the different things that are going on here. So all of that is important. It's helpful to practice motivation, because when you're depressed, there's often, well, there has to be lack of motivation. That's one of the required symptoms, actually. And so sometimes just doing something and doing it small. I think I decided today to come out here. I just walk for 5 minutes. And of course, I've already been going for 5 minutes, and now it'll be 10 minutes and then 15. But if I start small, if I decide to come out here just for a short space of time, then it will turn into a longer time. And so, but it's not about the duration. What's really important is the frequency. If we want to be fit mentally, physically, emotionally, then we need to be doing some activities that benefit those aspects of our health frequently. Frequency is more important than duration. So I don't have to come up here and walk for 5 or 6 hours to hike. I don't have to climb lots of hills. No, there's a lot of hills here. Nor do I need to run a marathon every day. Just doing a little bit, just moving. And there was a really good study showing that just moving for 15 minutes a day. Remember, there's 24 hours in a day. You can sit and do nothing for 23 hours and 45 minutes a day. If you do 15 minutes a day of movement, just walking, any sort of movement, you will improve your health. You will improve your chances of living a longer, healthier life. And here, it's all changed now. I just come out here in the open. This is the savanna part of the forest up here. And it's all just changing, and you get something else to look at. And so it changes. There's this constant input giving me different feelings and smells and variety. It's just magical up here. It really is, except for the mosquitoes. I'm not totally alone here. And so those are just some of the things from movement. And also the other important thing from movement, I'm moving left, right, I'm swinging my arms, I'm moving my legs, and this stimulates all different parts of my brain. And so that can be very useful. If you feel stuck in a problem, don't stay still, because it will just make you feel more stuck. Move. Get out and move. Stimulate the left brain, the right brain, the left brain, the right brain. And in doing that, we start to activate many different parts of the brain that haven't been stimulated up till then. And then we start to find solutions to our problems just from those simple little ideas, just from movement. And also, of course, the more we focus on a problem, the more we create it. So I come out here, I have to duck under, I have to push the branches out of the way. Again, I can stop and listen to the crickets. When I stop focusing on the problem, other parts of the brain, other parts of the mind that have solutions for me will pop those solutions into my conscious awareness. That's where ideas come from. Oh, I went for a walk, I had a great idea. And that's how it works, just from movement, problem solving, getting unstuck. And of course, that's another symptom of depression, to be stuck. To be stuck in sadness, stuck in guilt, stuck in fear, stuck in anger, or a combination of 2, 3, or all 4. It's being stuck in those. And so movement helps us to get unstuck, find solutions to those problems. Focus on the problem, you magnify it. Focus on solutions, you find one. So here are all these things that happen just with movement. We've got physical health, we've got mental health, spiritual health, emotional health. It gives a sense of purpose. It's a fantastic idea. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, so hit the like button. If you also want to be notified when I am publishing another video, hit the subscribe button. And I hope to see you again. I'll be chatting again, and also let me know what you think in the comments below. Be great to hear from you. This is Dr. David Murphy signing off. I'll talk to you again soon.